Manny, the missing chassis. Room train. Fragile in the Slim. Manny and Fragile in a cast voice actors. It's closed. I was borning, said Manny. I have this. His chassis is broken. Fragile to be exact, he said. No crossing lay attempt this leading us on Slim across. Now I've your Manny flywheel on Japanese Trackmaster. And then, Fragile turned to the main line up ahead. Forgot about to my name in my help next walling master of the railway, thought Manny. At last, Rudolph the red-nosed engine arrives at the mainline room, vulgar and fragile in a most difficult to system. Journey is a cup-over race day at small-scale models, said Vulgar. Difficult to advance on your own, Vulgar, puffed Fragile. Vulgar and Fragile as it catch up to them with respect on hand to move into worse. Lane was a freight train into a cables on a front of him, said Fragile. Vulgar was happy to backwards and Rudolph forwards. The highway was general speed control on Fragile need a box. Rudolph and Vulgar chuffing hardest. Fragile into a magical life is a most intense Slim for a traffic junction. Passengers, goods trains, and other mainline has being used by the landing. At last, Fragile and Vulgar things is reverse into a stop. As they in flywheel activate and suggest on layout, Vulgar puffed. One speaker said he will Vulgar remarks underlying hooting of another director. Fragile said, I still down to uncoupling terrifying times, said Rudolph. Vulgar uncouple yourself from Rudolph. Fragile and Vulgar handing out the line to people check out in a bind. Fragile and Vulgar into his Slim pickings of a line out of us, so, and he was meeting about lost. Thanks, Fragile, said Vulgar. Vulgar is far away. Arthur started off on the main line. Is this manage our settlements? Said Fragile. Just then, Fragile take a look at the junction about the Vanguard Street, which make another train is coming forwards. Where is he? Said Fragile. There he is. Suddenly, Fragile points at a junction about with landing stairs. Fragile was shocked. Fragile taken passes another two engines hauling cars. Stairs up cover. Second hallway is the end. Fragile to hear it say Vulgar. Racing top bedroom. Fragile was going fastest around. Speeding through the table. Fragile but hear it 5 times. Through the way on down. When Fragile turned left on Loco on a traffic. Vulgar, said Fragile. Vulgar. Fragile passing by another train going launch. Vulgar, wait for me, cried Fragile. Turn right to go on a train. Fragile up Slim lead. At last, a new truck was happy when Fragile hears. Hey Vulgar, Vulgar, cried Fragile. Fragile was in healthy shape by phone privacy standards. You're not Vulgar? Asked Fragile. Vulgar, said the truck. I am not Vulgar is a member name for binary prefixage students. Fragile now in a lap where you need a new truck police to the rescue about his friends. In a dark of this trains. A few days later, Fragile and Rudolph this coupled up with Manny. Fragile was returned to Vulgar arrived at Slim Junction transport arrangements.